Who's your guy that's kind of the guy no one's talking about, but you
The
get every
sleeper.
time that you can?
I
I've got a
mentioned it
massive
before.
one.
I try to take Jalen Polk every chance I get late
Okay.
because
Yeah.
the Mario Douglas is, I think he's battling a small injury, but he's another good wide receiver they have in New England. And I'm not even a New England fan, but just watching them and Brian Thomas of Jacksonville. Those are some. Oh, here's a name no one mentioned. He's Javon Baker on the Patriots is another good receiver. We just got to see if Drake May could get them the ball. Because if he don't, Joe Milton looks pretty good out there.
I'll throw you out my Kendry Miller, Pork. How's that? I'll throw you out my Kendry Miller. I am going to say that AJ Dillon is going to have a much better season than where he has been drafted. I'm sorry, but Lloyd is injured. He's hurt. He's not going to see the start of the season. Everyone seems to think AJ Dillon's all of a sudden a bad running back. He's not. He's a fine running back, and he will come in. He will get his touches. You know, Jacobs will be the main man, but Dillon's going to get his touches, and Dillon is going to score points. He's going to score more points than where he's been drafted. That's for sure. So AJ Dillon is my proper sleeper. Pick him up in the last round, second last
Well,
round.
yeah, you're a homer, man. You're a Packers fan.
You know, but
That's
I
your
just don't get
dream
why
of
he's going
Dylan
so
to
late.
rebound from last year. He was terrible last year.
But he wasn't the year before and the year before that, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
that's what
That's true.
he had a bad year last year. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to deny it. But he's still there. He's still got his contract. They're still pushing him, and he's still seeing work with the ones all the time. He will be the one. I love the Spencer Rattler pick, by the way. I think he's
Hey,
going to do really
did
well.
you hear
Spencer Rattler.
the rumors that
What?
there's it's in the rumor mill that there's possibility that since the Saints like what they see with Rattler, that they're open to a trade with Takar to the Vikings.
Really?
Oh, huh.
That that would very much hurt my Sam Darnold in a dynasty that I had tucked away in the bottom of a dynasty team, you know, just as in the off chance last year when he was at the Niners. And I thought, oh, I've got it. And it's a double quarterback league as well, you know. So I was like, oh, that's another quarterback to start. So don't tell me that, Everett. That's not good.
All right, Johnny. I don't know if you notice who that is. I think that the Giants have finally got their guy to say, OBJ who? There you go. Malik is the man in New York. Yeah.
He is, but
We
who's
just need we
throwing
just need
to him,
somebody to throw
Mister?
him the ball.
I mean, Jones had the two interceptions in a preseason game. That does not bode well for you. I mean, that's
That's
third
$40
string.
million. $40 million a throw like that.
I love it. I love it. Daniel
I
Jones
love
is in
Neighbours.
my division. I love it.
I love Neighbours. I think Neighbours is a brilliant wide receiver, but I just can't possibly see how much of the ball he's going to get. That they're going to be able to get it to him. I think Singletary's going to have a big year this year because I can't see them doing anything but run the ball to death.
Yeah, but Singletary's never been that great. I mean, he's been RB1 in Buffalo and Houston,
Yeah,
and he's
Buffalo
never
and
been
last year in
that
Houston. Yeah,
well. I mean, he's an RB2 at best, and then he keeps getting RB1 shot.
But he's done okay, you know. He's scored. I mean, I'm not looking at it as an NFL prospect. The NFL, I'm looking at this as a fantasy prospect, you know, and fantasy
Mhm.
points. And if you're going to get 20 touches in a game, you're going to get fantasy points. And
yeah.
Singletary's going to get 20 touches in a game, and I'm not quite sure there's that many that you can say these days will get 20 touches a game, you know, because there's so many ins and outs. Even the likes of Bijan Robinson, you're going to have Algier coming in and taking some touches off him. Is he going to
Hmm.
get 20 touches a game? I don't know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
like Jameer Gibbs, he dominated the second half last season. I know. But he's
Yeah.
always got these little nagging injuries, and you got Montgomery there still. Is he going to get the
But
touches
Montgomery can't
week
stay
in,
healthy,
week
so
out?
that's the only thing that helps Gibbs.
It's what?
Gibbs is going to be wonderful.
I said Montgomery doesn't stay healthy season long. That's the only thing that helps Gibbs.
That's the Detroit curse. Their running backs get hurt every single year. Every year, the Detroit running backs get hurt.
I tell you, the
All
coldest,
right.
the coldest running back I am on this year without a shadow of a doubt, is Swift in Chicago. I mean, I cannot get on board with Swift at all. I've never been able to get on board with Swift at all. But I mean, all those touches that he got in Philadelphia, and he done not a
Yeah.
whole lot with it. Yes, he scored okay some weeks because of the volume of
Yeah.
touches he got. But Rashawn Johnson's going to take a lot of touches off of Swift, and
Hey, they still have
Williams.
Khalil Herbert out there. He's a beast.
Caleb's going to be throwing that ball. You know, he has targets and he's going to be throwing that ball. I couldn't be colder on Swift. I mean, I am out on on Swift. That's for sure.
I'm out on Swift. I have 0 shares of him. I traded him in every league. People were wanting first round draft picks when they're, if he's not a
Yeah.
first, he's not a second,
No.
you know.
He's-
But anyway,